guys, it's your girl always Nigeria coming at you today with another video. So as y'all can see, your girl is in the car driving, and I just thought like, hey, why not go ahead and upload, because y'all deserve to know what be going on with me, what I be doing. Sorry for the double chin, horrible angle, but it is what it is. And so yeah, I decided to just go ahead and take a video, or record a video I should say. And so I just wanted to say thank you to those of you who have been following my journey, who have been reaching out, who are constantly showing love, leaving comments, emailing me, letting me know what's going on with you, letting me know, that you like my content, what you would like to see. So I definitely thank you guys, because you've been here from day one since I've started uploading more consistently, and just since I've started uploading, period. And I just really appreciate it. It makes me continue on, especially for those who reach out and let me know that my videos are helping them to know what process they should go through and things like that. So that really helps me. It makes me happy to know that even if I'm reaching one person, reach their goals, that's amazing, because ultimately I want to be someone who helps people. So I'm just very happy that, I'm able to do that based off, not just talking or anything like that, and not even just word of mouth. It's my own research. It's the actual steps that I've gone through. So thank you. And to those of you who have not subscribed and who are new to my channel, I just thank you for even clicking on my face or clicking on my thumbnail, whatever you want to say. I thank you, because that means you're interested in what's going on with me, or even if you're just looking for some tips for yourself, to help you on your journey. I appreciate it, because that's the reason that I'm doing what I'm doing. So with that being said, these is just going to be car chronicles. I actually was going to throw this case away that I have attached to one of my little vent car clip finger ringy thingies, but I was like, why do that? Like, that just gave me the best idea, which was, I can just keep taking my phone out of the case that I have on it and just pop it into the case that's attached to my vent, and that way I can do like a car chronicle series or whatever, sorry. And so that's what I plan on doing. That's something that I plan on adding to my channel. So yeah, so once again, thank you, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. I'm sorry about the beeping. Y'all know I don't have the most up-to-date or best car, but it gets me from A to B, and so that's what I'm gonna keep until I can get something else. So anyway, this is the case that I have currently that I popped my phone into. This car, well, it's actually not a car thing, it's just called a finger ring, this thingy, so you can just hold, but you can actually prop it up. It's 360 rotation, blah blah blah. But if you look close, there's like two things, and you can actually pop it onto your vent. And so the case that I had on my phone prior, that one has it, but it's black. It's just an all black see-through kind of type case, and it has one too that I put on there, and it's black. I got those from Amazon. I got them 2 in a pack. They're different colors you can get. You can get like 2 of the same colors. You can mix your pack. But everybody know I love rose gold, so rose gold is one of the ones that I wanted, and then I wanted a plain black one as well, because my other case was black. So I think this is really cute. I got this case from Amazon as well. No, I'm not being promoted or paid or endorsed, y'all, but I love to give credit when credit is due, and I really, really like this case, and I really, really like the clips. So anyway, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into why I'm making this video. As y'all can see, your girl is headed to work study. And of course I have to wear my badge, because, I'm a student, but whatever. So I wanted to tell you guys, first and foremost, your girl has already had 2 quizzes and a check off, and thank God I passed both. As you guys know, the first quiz I made a 75% on. That was the first nursing quiz I've ever taken. And so, I was very distraught about it. But like my instructor told us, making a 75% in nursing school is completely different than making a 75% in regular school. It's much harder. The critical thinking process is much more in depth. Like, you have to not only memorize and know the knowledge, but you have to be able to apply the knowledge. And so therefore, it is a lot more difficult to answer the questions correctly, especially not having any nursing experience and things like that. So I'm really happy even to just have gone and passed that by a little hair. 75% is the minimum for passing. So I had got 5 wrong, and so that left me with the 75%, because each question on the quiz is 5 points. So those 5 dropped me down that much. One more and your girl would have been out of there. I wouldn't have passed. And that particular quiz was worth 25% of my grade. So big chunk, especially when there's like no room for error. So my second quiz was in a different class. It was in physical assessment or health assessment, whatever your school calls your program or your class. It was in physical assessment, which is what my school calls it. And I got an 85. So, that's the second nursing quiz I took, even though it was a different class, but I did better. I only got 3 wrong in this particular case. So that was great. So I was really, really happy about that. Once again, that was a quiz. So the quizzes are 20 questions, and each question is worth 5 points. So I have my first exam on Tuesday. Before I get into the exam, I've taken my first check off. I've done my first check off, or checked off for the first time, or whatever. And y'all, I'm sorry about the blinker. The freaking check off process is so nerve-wracking and excruciating. Like, honestly, it's like very nerve-wracking. So like, me and my partner practice constantly with one another, like constantly practice. We had the terminology down, we had exactly what we were going to say down. The first check off obviously was health assessment, so like it was the upper body, so head to toe assessment, but we stopped at midline or waist. And so the second one is going to be, us having to do the entire body. So it was nerve-wracking because we've never done it in front of the instructor before. Our instructor for this particular class is a nurse practitioner. And so checking off and doing something in front of someone who has all this experience and, can tell you right away, like, they can't tell you right away because they can't say anything. They're just like watching us. But you can kind of look in their face and tell if there's something you need, you kind of messed up on, and you need to hurry up and fix it, because you can't go back, bro. Like, the minute you move on to the next part, that's it. Like, you're done for. There's no, okay, well, let me go back and fix this, or I forgot to say that, but now I'm all the way on the dang on auscultation of the lungs, and I forgot something about the ears. Like, you can't go back. You have to keep moving forward, and that's the part that you'll get unsatisfactory on, and you'll have to remediate. And remediation is horrible because, as y'all know, when you remediate, that sets you back. Like, you have to find a time that the instructor is available, but before that, you have to go and sit with like the associate dean, and you have to practice with them for like 4 hours or something like that. Like, I don't think it's all at one time, but you have to get like 4 hours of practice with them. Then they have to say, okay, they think you're ready for to go ahead and check off, and then you have to go and back in with your instructor. And if your instructor still feels like you're not prepared, then they'll just give you unsatisfactory again, and then that's just it. Like, you're done, because you have to sit out for a whole freaking semester. So that really sucks, because that puts you behind when there's only 4 semesters anyway. That puts you behind because you can't move forward without passing everything. So you can't miss anything in clinical. You can't, or in lab. You can't fail anything in theory. You can't miss anything. You can't make any mistakes. I mean, I get it, because, these are, very critical learning aspects, because you're going to be a nurse and you're going to need to know this stuff for real so that you don't hurt a patient. But at the same time, it's like, goodness gracious, it's so intimidating. So, I kept feeling like I was failing my checkoff. No matter how much I had studied and prepared with my partner and practice, I felt like I was failing. So, like, and plus your time. So you got your instructor sitting here with this timer. And so you're like thinking, oh crap, I got to beat the clock, and I got to do this, and I got to make sure I hit every single point without moving forward. And once again, y'all, I'm sorry about this dang on beeping. I'm going to have to see why it keeps doing that. But anyway, yeah, so like, I was very intimidated. So, because she was like literally at the foot of the bed. So my patient slash partner is in the bed, and then I'm like having to continuously walk past my instructor to get, you know, to the other side of my partner and stuff like that. And it was just intimidating ultimately all around the board. Like, you have to literally not forget to wash your hands in and out of the patient room. You have to not forget to say this. You have to not forget to touch there, and it has to be the right spot. Like, it can't be the wrong spot. You have to make sure that you say the smallest thing, like, you will forget. So like, it was just intimidating, bro. And luckily, me and my partner are friends. And so, like, when she saw me about to miss something and move forward, she would do something like give me some subtle little hint with, like, her face or something like that to let me know, like, don't move on yet, because you're gonna get unsatisfactory. So, same with her, like, she forgot to do my AP diameter. So, I couldn't say anything, but what I did was and she also had forgot to check my pulse ox. So, I just kept turning my head over to where she had the pulse ox sitting, and, you know, because she was about to move forward, and I just kept turning my head, and that let her know, like, something is wrong. I didn't say something, I didn't do something, and I kept looking at it with my eyes. So she picked it up, she did my pulse ox, and then, like, for my AP diameter, she was about to do her closing, and I'm like, I shake my head, like, really subtly, because I didn't want my teacher to see, but then I, like, did with my fingers. I'm like, I kept doing that with my finger, and that let her know, like, you didn't do my AP diameter, which is supposedly, if it's normal, 1 to 2. So that was the 1 to 2, 1 to 2. And she picked up on it. She got it. She passed her check off. I passed my check off. So that was great. For me, I almost forgot to do, like, the outer canthus of her ear. So, like, the outer canthus of her eyes. So as I'm moving on, I go, okay, now we're going to do the mouth. And she did, her eyes got really big, and I'm looking at her, and I'm like, what is going on with you, girl? And so I realized, like, she's trying to tell me, like, girl, don't move forward. So I was like, oh yeah. And so I'm just going to go ahead and check the outer canthus of the ear, or the pinna of the ear against the outer canthus of the eye. So I'm like, okay, your outer pinna is, or your pinna of your ear is within 10 degrees of the outer canthus of the eye, and that's normal. So, you know, make sure that when you have a partner, that you guys are friends, you guys develop a nursing relationship and a friendship overall, and want to see each other succeed. Because if you have that, that's great. You can continuously pick the same partner, go through nursing school with that individual, become nursing best friends or best friends in life in general, because you want to see each other succeed. Like, if we weren't friends, she might have just ignored the fact that I was about to move on and, you know, like, just let me fail. You know what I'm saying? Because she doesn't owe me that. Like, even though I helped her, that didn't mean she had to help me. You know, like, it's just, in general, like, you know, you don't have to do these things, but you kind of want to do these things. It's kind of like an unspoken rule in my book, to just want to see each other succeed, especially if you're doing the same thing. Like, we're not each other's competition. The NCLEX is our competition at the end of the day. Like, her passing and, you know, making a way for herself and her children is not going to affect me and my children. Like, that's not going to make me and my children not be able to eat if she, you know, passes. So why not help her? Just the same with her. Like, it's not going to affect her and her children if I go ahead and I pass this class, and you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not each other's competition at the end of the day. My cohort is not a competition. My partner is not my competition. My competition is the NCLEX. I got to know this stuff so I can beat the NCLEX, so that I can get my licensure, and I can be a practicing registered nurse. Like, I don't want to feel like, you know, there's competition everywhere. Like, the questions of the test are my competition. My NCLEX is my competition. Freaking these checkoffs are my competition. You know, that's my competition. My competition is making sure that I'm getting the best grades and, you know, hell, just a passing grade at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, I know that a C will get me through. That's the bare minimum. But like I said, it's not anything like regular school. Like, regular school, a C is a 75%. I think that's like the highest maybe for a C, or 79 or 75 to 79 I think is a C, and 80% to an 89 I think is a B, and a 90 to 100 is an A in regular school. In nursing school, a 75 to an 84% is a C. An 85 to a 94% is a B, y'all, a B, and a 95 to 100 is a freaking A. So yeah, it may seem crazy, like, girl, you okay with getting a C? Hell yeah. Just like every nurse practitioner, every doctor, every freaking nurse was okay with getting a C. Like, getting a C is, bro, you striving hard for that A. But if you get a C, that's the weight lifted off. Like, even though you know the material, like, you can know the material, but you know, like, never have taken an NCLEX style test, or never had to take a critical thinking style test, and so, you know, applying the material was a little bit more difficult. So with that being said, like, I knew the material, but like for 3 of those questions, they were like, select all that applies, and I told myself, like, go back and change this answer. But at that point, my teacher was like walking around. I didn't and you know, like, the people next to me were both still taking their exams. I didn't want to flip mine back over and get to erasing stuff and filling stuff in, because I felt like she was gonna think I was cheating. So I just was like, forget it. At the end of the day, as long as I get a 75, I'm good. Even though I was at the bare minimum, y'all. I was at the bare minimum, but your girl made it. And then the second exam, even though it was a different class, it was 85%. So I'm hoping that this midterm, y'all, I'm already at midterms, okay? I'm already at midterms. My midterm is, my first midterm is Tuesday for health assessment, or sorry, for nursing foundations. That's Tuesday. And then for my checkoffs for health assessment is going to be Thursday. And then my midterm for physical assessment is going to be freaking Friday, y'all. Yeah, so it's a lot. And so, like, these are not do something, pass it, and forget type things. Like, no. The exams are cumulative. So the midterm is from every chapter we've done up until now. So, like, my midterm is from chapter 1 to like chapter 29. But of course, there's some chapters in there that we did not do. So my midterm is on like 13 or 14 chapters. Which is still a lot, yo. That's still a lot, considering the fact that, I mean, we've only been in school for a month and we're already doing midterms. And then same thing with like my physical assessment midterm. A lot of chapters. And then on top of that, you're still having to prepare for the next week, because you're learning material for that next week. So like my second checkoff for physical assessment will be the following week. Then we also have in week 5 our math or dosage calculation exam, where we only can get an 8. We can't get less than an 85. So then the second math exam, you can't get less than a 90. So that means you can literally only get 2 wrong on that exam, or a 95, something like that. I don't know. Either you only can get like 1 or 2 wrong on the second exam. So it's just a lot. And so, like, yeah, you got to find time to do your prep use. You got to find time to do your HESI case studies. Y'all, I'm not even gonna lie, your girl has not done any HESI case studies yet. I have done a few prep use, but I have not done a single HESI case study, and all of those have to be done like by October 1st. So yeah, I definitely need to get on it. But it's just like finding time between studying, work study, my kids and my boyfriend. It's just a lot. Like, I don't have that time, but I have to make that time. So like, yeah, it's definitely a lot. It's intimidating trying to make sure that you're hitting all these deadlines. Technically, my HESI case studies and my prep use don't have to be done to October 8th, because they have to be done a week prior to the last day of the class, which is actually October 16th. But I gave myself October 1st because I wanted to make sure that I fell within that deadline. Like, I don't want to be like, oh, they not done to October 8th, and then my butt be like, oh crap, it's already October 7th, and your girl done forgot. And October 8th, they close out at 8 a.m. So it's not like you have the whole October 8th. It's 8 a.m. of October 8th. So I made sure to give myself an even earlier deadline so that I can get them, you know, done. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now with school. It is very intimidating, but it's worth it. I'm like, feel like I'm learning a ton. We've already started learning how to do of course injections, but like how to set up the IVs and how to calculate, of course, the drops per minute. We've been setting that stuff up, and it's insane because we're only a month in, and I've been looking online at like some of the nursing groups on Facebook, like the student nurse groups on Facebook, and people was talking about like they didn't even get to get around to doing IVs until like they 3rd year of school. And I'm like, honey child, we only a month in and we already doing that stuff. Like Foley catheters, we're supposed to be learning this week coming up because we didn't make it to that point in class last week. So week 4, we already doing stuff like that a month in, you know. So it's just insane. Like, it's insane. But I can't say that I would rather be doing anything else. I really know that this is gonna, you know, make a difference in my life and in the lives of others, because I plan on being the very best nurse. I also plan on, like, you know, continuing my education and either becoming a nurse practitioner or a nurse anesthetist. But I don't know, y'all, because I don't really like math like that. So we gonna see. We gonna see, Lord. We gonna see. So moving on to my morning, and y'all can tell I am stuck in traffic because I'm barely moving. Your girl has freaking, am I shaking, you all? Am I shaking? It's one of these, the freeway that I'm on, the road is like, you know, it has all those lines in it. So I'm sorry about the shaking. I don't know what the lines are for. They're kind of like the lines that they put on the side of the road to let you know that your ass about to crash into the fucking wall because you done fell asleep. Them kind of lines, except they going in the opposite direction. They going vertical versus horizontal. Or I guess depending on the way you fucking look. But the way I'm driving, they vertical shit. So yeah, they them kind of lines. So I guess it's to slow your ass the fuck down. But shit, you making my camera shake. I was doing good with my footage. At least I thought. Oh my god, nigga, shit, it's hot. I didn't mean to say the N word, y'all. Excuse my language. I might bleep that out if I can get good with my editing skills. Damn, I'm hungry. Let me drink some water. I'm over here thirsty. I'm hungry. I'm just tired. I stopped at the store and I got me a Red Bull and a freaking Starbucks vanilla espresso thingy that's in a can at the gas station. I can't stand water off the bottle. Well, this water off the bottle. I really like Fiji water or Smart water. Those are really good. But I'm like super nauseous. I think it's because I have not eaten with my crazy butt. I have not eaten. So I'm hungry. And then the water just didn't help. You can't just be shocking my stomach like that. And I have been really, really not taking care of my health, y'all. Like, I haven't been eating as much as I should. I haven't been sleeping that much. So, like, I've been having the worst headaches. I've been super dizzy. It's just insane. But, you know, it is what it is. So, freaking, moving on to my morning, y'all. When I say you kids be trying your life, honey, kids try my life. My kids a baby this morning. First of all, my dumb butt forgot that my daughter's hair was not done. So like when I went to get her ready, so after I already had laid my son's clothes out, he was getting dressed, and I get to, you know, get my baby dressed, my little baby son, my newborn or infant son. I'm getting him dressed or whatever, and y'all, after I get him dressed and I go make his bottles and all of that good stuff, right, I put him in his car seat. You know, I don't strap him in just yet because he ain't want to be strapped in, but I put him in his dang on car seat, y'all. Why do I go get my daughter? Okay, I go get her out her crib so I can get her dressed. Oh crap, how about as I'm getting my baby out her crib, oh crap, I think I was supposed to go that way. I think, oh no, I wasn't. As I'm getting my baby out her freaking crib, y'all, I look down at her head. Her head is not done. Her hair is not done. Her freaking hair was in this puffball. So I had to hurry up and slap my baby 2 braids in her head and wrap it around kind of like a halo. You know, y'all know the look I be doing in my head all the dang on time. I think those looks are really, really cute, but yeah, so that just let me know I need to get my baby hair together because I'm not used to the whole having to hurry up and rush and get no baby hair done. Her hair is usually done every Sunday and it lasts for the week or a little longer than a week. Because I try to do it in like small braids and ponytails or whatever, and that way it lasts, because she's the type that like to walk underneath the dang on shower head and mess her hair up. So yeah, she that type. My baby be doing me on. She be doing me both. So yeah, that's what I'm used to doing her hair like once a week. Not no dang on quick little hairdo. But it was cute on her. She still looked cute. My baby pretty as hell anyway. So yeah, that was that. And then my little baby, he decided he wanted to throw up his milk all over the place. So now I gotta change his clothes, okay? And then as we walking out the door, yo, I done put all the bags in the car. I'm thinking, good, we on the move because we already running freaking late thanks to y'all. How about, okay, y'all ready for this? My daughter decides to take a freaking dump. I'm like, I know you fucking lying. I could not believe her. Like, I had just got her off the pot. She peed, she jumped up, she was like, yay, big girl. And I'm like, yay, big girl. Man, y'all, she tried it. She tried my patience for that one. I was like, I cannot believe this shit. So I had to hurry up and rush and wipe my baby's butt. Because I'm not the type of parent, like, I used to work at the daycare my kids go to, my two little babies. And I used to go to that daycare. I mean, I used to work there. And parents used to bring their babies there knowing damn well these kids boo-booed at home, okay? Knowing damn well they done took a dump at home. And you could tell because the boo-boo would be kind of dry to their butt. But instead of them freaking, changing their baby, they would just bring them to the daycare and leave them. I'm not that parent. Like, my baby ain't walking out the house with no boo-boo on her butt. First of all, I don't want to smell it in the car. Second of all, boo-boo is like acid, so it eats their little butts away. No, I'm not doing that. No, absolutely not. So yeah, I had to get my baby together. Then we get to the school. Of course, I thank God that she didn't cut up on me. Usually, she typically does not cut up on me because she actually likes her teacher. The first few days when she got dropped off, she would cut up, but now, like, she'd just go to her teacher and then she'd be fine. So that's good to know that she likes her teacher. But and of course, my little baby, he don't care. He got in his little seat and was happy as hell. So that's, of course, always good, Then I had to drop Amari off, my oldest baby. I had to drop him off to school. So I had to walk him in there, walk him into class, get him situated, and then I had to jet to the to work. So as y'all can see, I'm like in traffic, but it say I'm gonna be there at 8:52 a.m. because it's 0.6 miles away. So we'll see. Yeah, so I had, of course, to stop at the store because I never realized that they didn't have energy drinks at my job. They have it at the main campus or at the on campus, but they don't have it at the building I'm at, which is next door to the campus. So yeah, it's kind of like, what the hell, yo. So yeah, that's my morning. I don't really have too much to say. I really just wanted to update you guys and do my car chronicles. Unfortunately, I'm recording on the phone that I use. I'm gonna have to probably get a separate phone because they ain't playing nothing on the radio. I wanted y'all to hear my tunes. Your girl got a lot of music that I love. I can't say I'm a music fanatic because I don't really like new music, yo. I like all old music. So yeah, I can't really call myself a music fanatic, but I love R&B. I do like some of the songs that are new. Some of them I can vibe to. Some of them it took like a while for it to like click with me, because otherwise I would just like turn the dang on channel, not even knowing what they talking about, because I wouldn't give it a chance. So now I'm starting to try to be a little bit more open and give them a chance. And some of them are alright. Some of them I just literally cannot listen to. Like, I feel like it's killing my brain. And let me tell y'all how I found out that I was a mom. Okay? Not, that I was pregnant or nothing like that. Let me tell y'all how I really realized. It's just now setting in that I am a mother. Like, I'm a whole freaking mom. And I felt like this only a few times. Okay, so y'all know I'm the mom of 4. Ages 5, 4, 1, and 7 months. So, of course, I'm a mom. But I didn't realize I was a mother until freaking the other day. Like, what you mean you need lunch money? Like, I'm sending lunch money. I'm freaking having to get kids prepared at nighttime, laying out uniforms. I'm freaking having to send extra money for early, what is it called? Early start or early latchkey. That's when I realized, yo, that I'm a whole mom. Like, I could not believe I'm sitting here freaking sending lunch money, like, on an everyday basis. Like, I'm not just your auntie and you need a couple dollars from auntie. Like, no, I'm your mom. Like, you know, you need this for me. So, yeah, like, that was when I realized, like, girl, you is a whole mother. You giving lunch money, okay? Lunch money, child. Do y'all hear me? Lunch money to my own kid. I cannot believe my baby is that old, that he actually going to school and he need lunch money. Well, he doesn't need it, but my baby petty and picky, so he ain't really gonna eat too much of what they give him. So I kind of send him with extra money every day, so that if he doesn't eat what they give him, I do send him with like little snacks. But also when his ABA therapist picks him up from school, he has money. So I did decide that I was no longer going to be sending cash with him. So I applied for a Cash App card for him, or signed up for a Cash App card for him, because I don't want to be sending my baby with money, because if it come up missing, I'm gonna be pissed. If I don't know how she's spending it, I'm gonna be pissed. Not saying that she won't be spending it on him, but maybe she not spending it all on him. I can't say that, but you know, you just never know. And also sending it with a 5-year-old in his book bag is kind of like, don't nobody want to do that. And I was thinking about just sending it to her via Cash App, but I'm like, why would I do that? That's kind of like the same as just sending cash. I don't know how, I can't look into her Cash App. So I made him a Cash App, but I didn't realize that you had to be 18 or older to freaking have a Cash App. So like, I put my information in and verified it, but then they were like, well, since it's in his name, it needs to be, you know, he needs to verify it. So I'm like, bro, he's only 5. So I like made another one that is specifically for me to send him. So like, I applied for the cash card. I'm gonna put that in his book bag, and that way I'll feel more secure, because even if that gets lost, I can always apply for another one, and I can always track his records and things like that. So I'm not mad at that. Yo, so I've officially arrived at work. I'm about to go ahead and get up out of here so I can run over to this building. But yeah, so thank y'all for riding to work with me. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all so much. Those of you who have not subscribed, go ahead and do so. Please click that bell so that you can get notified whenever I post future content. I'm trying to be more consistent, so Car Chronicles is definitely going to be a whole thing, because I'm in my car generally a lot, moving from school, dropping the kids off, or coming from home, dropping the kids off, coming to work, leaving work, going to freaking home to possibly changing my scrubs if I don't already have them on, and then going to school, leaving school. Yeah, so I'll be in a car a lot. So yeah, y'all, I miss y'all. I love y'all. I thank y'all so much. Continue to follow my journey and update me of yours, and I'll holler at y'all. You're exiting Nigeria's world.